Good evening, my dear believers. Welcome to the Bedtime Priest channel. I am your priest, your night watchman, and your bedtime guide. On this channel, we will delve into stories that are both thrilling and chilling. But fear not, for even as the shadows from the stories roam the night, my voice will be with you, offering comfort and protection. Now, let's dim the lights, snuggle into our warm beds, and embark on tonight's thrilling journey. Are you ready? Let us together step into the world of Bedtime Priest. It was a hot summer day, and my cousin Anna and I were on vacation at a resort hotel. We were lucky enough to spend a few nights by the pool of a large hotel, which offered stunning views and endless fun. Our parents decided to go out for dinner in the evening, leaving us free to move around in the hotel. "Let's go swimming," Anna suggested. We excitedly changed into our swimsuits, intending to enjoy the fun of swimming in the warm evening. When we walked to the pool, there were almost no other people around, only a few guests sitting on lounge chairs, seemingly enjoying a quiet time. The water surface was sparkling under the moonlight, which was very charming. We jumped into the water, laughing and talking, and completely immersed in that kind of joy. While swimming, we gradually noticed a man. He was about 30 years old, thin, wearing black swimming trunks, sitting by the pool. His eyes were always focused on us, and although he looked relaxed, the gaze made me feel a little uneasy. "Do you think he is looking at us?" I asked Anna, with a hint of vigilance in my heart. "Maybe he just thinks we're having fun," Anna replied indifferently, but I still felt something was wrong. We continued to play in the water, but I could always feel his eyes following us. Gradually, my mood began to become heavy, and the joy of swimming was also affected by this uneasy mood. I decided to swim to the edge of the pool and take a break. "Let's go sit over there in the pool," I said, try to divert attention. Anna nodded in agreement, and we slowly swam to the steps on one side and sat there. "He's still looking at us," I whispered, pointing at the man. Anna looked sideways, and her expression became serious. "Let's go back to the room." Anna's voice trembled a little, and it was obvious that she also felt a little uneasy. We decided to go upstairs. Just as we were about to leave, the man suddenly stood up and walked towards us. His movements were slow and steady, and there seemed to be no sense of urgency. My heart tightened, and I felt an instinctive fear. "Hey girls, swimming is great tonight, isn't it?" he asked in an overly friendly tone with a weird smile on his face. Anna and I looked at each other and silently decided not to answer him. We walked quickly to the stairs, hoping to leave this uneasy place as soon as possible. But his voice suddenly rang again. "You have to be careful. Pay attention to safety when swimming at night." I felt an unspeakable uneasiness in my heart, and my pace could not help but speed up. I was relieved when we went upstairs and returned to the room. Anna's face also looked a little pale. She sat on the edge of the bed, looking dazed. "He's really creepy," I said, trying to break the silence. "Yeah, I've never seen that kind of person," Anna replied. Her voice was almost inaudible. We decided to take a shower first, and then planned to text our parents to ask them to come back early. I turned on my phone and found that there was no signal, which made me nervous again. "We should go to our parents and tell them what happened," I suggested. "But we have no signal and they can't hear us," Anna said helplessly. "AT this time." We heard a knock on the door. The voice was gentle and seemed a little uneasy. Anna and I looked at each other, full of doubts. "Is it him?" I asked in a low voice. "I don't know." Anna's voice trembled slightly. "Let's not open the door first and see what's going on," I said. We quietly approached the door and looked out through the peephole. But there was only one figure outside, and the blurred figure shrouded in darkness made me feel uneasy. "Who is it?" I asked softly, I want to find your parents." The voice sounded like a young boy, but I could feel the uneasiness in it. "We didn't see them," I answered firmly, wanting to end this conversation as soon as possible. "But I know you are inside." The boy's voice suddenly became low. "Who are you?" I couldn't help asking, but I was a little flustered. "I'm looking for someone. Have you seen the man by the swimming pool?" There was a hint of anxiety in his voice. I instantly felt my heartbeat speed up, and the man came to us again. We still didn't dare to open the door, so we could only hide quietly inside. "You have to be careful. He's a bad guy," the boy continued, as if trying to attract our attention. Anna grabbed my hand tightly, her face full of fear. We still didn't dare to open the door, and I was relieved until the sound gradually faded away. "What should we do?" Anna looked very helpless. "Wait for my parents to come back," I said. "I hope they will come back soon." However, as time went by, we became more and more uneasy. Anna's voice echoed in my ears. "Do you think he will come back again?" "I don't know, but I think we have to be careful," I said, but my heart became more and more anxious. Just then, we heard a knock on the door. The sound became more and more urgent, as if someone was desperately trying to get in. Anna was so scared that she curled up beside me, and I held her hand tightly. "Who is it?" I asked loudly. "It's me. I'm the boy," he answered hurriedly, with despair in his voice. Anna and I looked at each other and began to hesitate in my heart. But my intuition told me that I still couldn't open the door easily. "Why are you looking for us?" I asked. "He's waiting for you outside. I have to take you away." The boy's voice was hurried and nervous. "Why should we trust you?" I questioned. "Because he's a bad guy. I saw him following you." The boy's voice was full of anxiety. Just then, the knock on the door sounded again, this time with more force, as if to knock the door open. My heart almost jumped out, and my mind was filled with fear. "Quick, open the door. I can protect you." The boy's voice was a bit pleading. In helplessness and fear, I finally made a decision. "We believe you." I nodded to Anna. Although I was nervous, we had no other choice. Anna swallowed hard and slowly walked to the door, ready to open it. "Wait a minute, Anna." I suddenly called her, and my heart was alert again. "Let's take a look at the situation first." I looked outside through the peephole again, but there was no one outside. Only the door was shaking slightly. "No one," I whispered, and my uneasiness rose again. We both retreated to the bed together, hesitating in our hearts. Just as we were discussing the next plan, there was another knock on the door. This time it was gentler, but full of oppression. "Please, open the door quickly. I really want to protect you." The boy's voice revealed anxiety and helplessness. "Are you really here to help us?" I asked hesitantly. "I swear, I have no ill intentions." The boy promised vigorously. Anna's face turned pale, and she asked softly, "What should we do?" "I don't know, but we can't wait any longer," I said, and my anxiety had reached its peak. I decided to trust the boy, and we opened the door carefully. As soon as the door opened, the boy almost rushed into the room. A trace of tension appeared on his face. "Hurry, I'll take you to a safe place." "But how do you know we are here?" Anna questioned, still on guard. "I saw you by the swimming pool, and I followed you here." He answered nervously. "Are you sure he didn't follow?" I asked. "I'm not sure, but he must be nearby," the boy said hurriedly. We quickly decided to follow him, but our hearts were full of anxiety. The boy led us through the corridor and walked to the stairs. Every step at this time seemed to ring an alarm bell in our hearts. We kept looking back, trying to make sure there were no followers behind us. Finally, we walked out of the hotel building. The night outside seemed even more gloomy, and the lights of the hotel flickered in the distance like wide-open eyes. "Where are we going?" I asked, feeling uneasy. "In the parking lot. There is my car. I can take you to a safe place," the boy said firmly. "But we can't just trust you." Anna remained vigilant. "I know you are scared, but I really want to protect you." The boy's voice was sincere and urgent. We finally made a decision deep in our hearts and followed the boy to the parking lot. Every second on the road seemed particularly long, and my heartbeat became faster and faster. "Hurry up," the boy urged us, and we tried to speed up. When we arrived at the parking lot, the boy opened a black car with an anxious look on his face. "Hurry up. Get in." We got in the car almost without hesitation, and the boy immediately closed the door and started the engine. As the car slowly drove out of the parking lot, the fear in my heart gradually eased, but the worry about the future still lingered. "How do you know that man is a bad guy?" I finally asked. "I saw him following you by the pool, and I felt that he was very strange." The boy's expression was serious. "You must be careful and don't trust strangers." We drove all the way until the car drove out of the hotel area, and the streets ahead gradually became unfamiliar. The boy's expression began to relax, and a trace of relief flashed in his eyes. "Are you okay?" he asked with concern. "It's okay, but it's really nervous," I said, and my heart slowly began to relax. "Thank you for helping us." Anna sighed slightly, and the tension on her face gradually dissipated. "It's okay. Help each other when you encounter danger," the boy said with a smile. We talked about what we had just experienced, and our moods gradually eased. Although we were still a little uneasy in our hearts, we knew that safety at this moment was the most important. We should tell our parents and let them pay attention to safety too, Anna suggested. "Yes, we must be vigilant about everything around us," I echoed. The car drove in the night until we were far away from the suffocating shadow. Although the future is still unknown, we learned how to face fear and how to stay vigilant in danger in this process. As we drove into a quiet street, my heart gradually calmed down, knowing that we would have a safe ending. Even in the darkness, the light of courage and trust can always illuminate the way forward. The story has come to a pause, my dear believers. I wonder if you're feeling a bit of a shiver right now. But remember, no matter how unsettling the tales may be, your priest is right here, guarding your dreams. So don't be afraid. Close your eyes and drift off to sleep peacefully. Thank you for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you can join me every night. Good night, and may God bless you with sweet dreams.